beat's very different from what they... Oh, yo, that transition! That was clean! 좋은 아침 여러분, Tony입니다. Hello everyone, it's Tony. Oh, actually, good morning everyone, it's Tony. So, today, as one of my two videos that I'll be uploading today, we're going to be looking at GIDLE's comeback for their third mini album actually, titled I Trust You, and the title track being Oh My God. In terms of GIDLE, it's something new to this channel obviously, 여자 친구. In fact, I am quite familiar with GIDLE, specifically in part because of actually League of Legends. Soyeon being one of the members from KDA and also Giants. I can't remember what the group was for that. So I know specifically Soyeon and GIDLE particularly because of KDA and that song, I can't remember. I think, well, the song from KDA basically. So I'm well aware of Soyeon. I'm well aware that GIDLE, they came out with La Tata, Señorita, and most recently Lion, and I've really enjoyed all of the songs in general. GIDLE is kind of like one of the girl groups to watch out for because they're really one of the newer ones. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what Oh My God has in store. And with that, guys, let's get into it. 준비, ready, 시작! Okie dokie, so let's start GIDLE's Oh My God right now. Oh yeah. Sounds like, wow, because I was gonna say, it sounds like you're being sent to your death zone, and it's like you're walking to like a psych ward, so that's really basically it. Interesting. We're starting with Soyeon, like Soyeon's rap kind of. It's a bit interesting, but she's kind of singing. It's a different departure. Oh, I like this. This is nice. The beat's very different from what they... Oh, yo, that transition! That was clean! Oh, I really like this transition. I really like this chorus. That's nice. Transition into the second verse is kind of abrupt. It could, in my opinion, could be a bit cleaner. It's interesting. Soyeon's facial expressions are amazing, honestly. Because she's kind of like giving off like that psychopath kind of vibe, and it really makes sense for this. Okay, you don't want to cut yourself. Really be careful on that wire. And then you have like this like light angel, and then the other girl I guess is like kind of like the devil version of that. Oh, every time I hear that, the transition is so clean. Oh, okay. I think maybe what's happening is that you're starting, like they're kind of showing the steps to into psychological madness maybe. Like, even though you look really pure and innocent with the white, it's kind of like you're in a cage of like craziness. Oh, I love it. It's so clean. It's such a good song. Yo. I really do think it's like kind of like the steps into madness. Oh, they came back with that. That's interesting. That's really interesting. They brought something from the intro back in. Because she has like, okay. She's even branded with a number now, I think. Oh, I just noticed it's like really just like closing in on yourself. Oh my god. Personal thoughts on GIDLE's Oh My God. That's a really impressive song. That's a really catchy song. That hook is so clean. I'm really excited to re-listen to this song. I'm going to listen to it quite a bit today, actually. In terms of the whole music video, I think what they're trying to get through is kind of based on what I'm like seeing with like the psychopathic ward type of vibe. It seems like they're kind of showing the transition from like a pure person into like just descending into madness almost, because you have the two girls that are doing like the very white angelic dressed surrounding and everything, but then you have them in their mental mind kind of like chained in like barbed wire and kind of as if being looked like they're going crazy. I think Soyeon's kind of like their internal self, and then that's like basically them inside the psych ward. So they're still wearing all white and everything, but they're a bit like confined and a bit crazy in the head. And then you see them like descending when you had like the red, like the blacks, and like they're kind of just in this random space. It kind of looks like they're descending into madness. And then you have the people dressed in black purely, and that's basically their evil self, I guess, or maybe their evil counterpart dragging them there. And at the end, you see somebody who's kind of dressed in both in the fetal position, dressed in white, but then covered in black with like branded with like a number, and that's kind of like kind of familiar to like when you're like in like a prison or something, and you have that. So I think it's going into somewhere with that like psychological vibe. The beat has very much like of a death, like when somebody dies in a movie, it's the bell kind of sounds like that. So I think it's kind of like signaling kind of like a death and maybe even a rebirth of some form. And in this case, maybe a dark rebirth, because it's a very ominous sounding like bell toll. It's not like a church bell happy toll. In terms of everything for the song, the hook is super clean. I love it so much. It's interesting that they started with Soyeon's part, because usually she actually raps a little bit later on in the songs. So I like how they put her part at the beginning and then gave everybody kind of like an opportunity to sing throughout. And then they have Soyeon a little bit in the middle, but not too much. And the hook is just so clean. I love it so much. Granted, I think that once the hook finishes, there's like a slight just delay, and I think they wanted that delay before the transition into another verse. But I think it's actually less effective than if you had, say, a bit of a cleaner transition into your verses, because I think that it kind of loses the effect from the chorus. But in terms of the verses, I think the vocal stylings were very nice. In general, this entire song is very different from what I've heard from Lion, from La Ta Ta, and Senorita. So I like how they're showing a bit more diversity in the genre, and this concept, from what I've looked from their album pictures, is very different from what their aesthetic and concept that they're going for originally. So it's cool to see that they have this kind of new range that they're trying to step into, a bit different, I think a bit more mature in my opinion of a concept. I really am interested to see if they kind of like follow through with this concept a bit more, because it's kind of like almost Dreamcatcher-esque with the clothing and the aesthetics, but it has very much their own beat to it. And with Soyeon in general, just Soyeon's voice is very unique. She always has like these facial expressions in the music video that give it so much emotion and life. It's very fun to watch basically the entire group of GIDLE perform. Excited to see what the rest of the album has for I Trust. But yeah, Oh My God was basically an oh my god moment. It's amazing. Anyways guys, thank you for watching. 감사합니다. And until next time, 안녕히 계세요. Please stay tuned for the second video.